go beast on them. I go beast. Go deep, I OD on them. Apply pressure, put heat on them. Put that 500 degrees on them. 500 degrees. Go dummy, go beast on them. I go beast. Go deep, I OD on them.
So this is my veg and autoflower room. It consists of two 3x3 wobbly frames, but they're painted Ninja Turtle green, so that is cool. Add a few grow lights and a simple ventilation setup, and heck, Bob's your uncle. We have a grow room, ladies and gentlemen. Pretty basic setup, but it's not perfect. I never used the grow tent shells, and I'm not crazy, it was on purpose. But not having the tent shells and that reflection mylar wasn't ideal or optimal when it comes to flowering autos. Honestly, at the time, my main goal was a veg room, and the open setup made it easy to work and grow larger plants. Since I have other grow setups I can veg my photo periods in, today I'm gonna take everything down in this room and start from scratch. These two ES300s are the first versions ever produced back in 2017. The newer V2 units are a huge step up in terms of efficiency, so without getting too technical, these tanks are out of date and are being decommissioned. As for the Spider Farmer SF2000, well, I'm gonna install her into my 4x2 for some future photo period runs. But now, I have an empty room and a 4x4 grow tent from Spider Farmer to install. So to assemble this tent, I have to start with the grow tent frame. And then the trickier part, I have to somehow slide the tent shell over the frame. And it always feels like you could use a little more space when putting these grow tents together. Now on to the ventilation and air circulation. I'm switching from the older and louder traditional inline fan to a newer, quieter AC Infinity inline fan. And I have this older VivoSun carbon filter which I thought was still good. At most, it was only used for 6 months. After some sweaty work, I realized the carbon filter was clogged and the inline fan wasn't able to pull air through it. So, I'm gonna have to use my backup carbon filter from iPower. Even though the filter is older, it's not clogged and working completely okay. And it's still under a year old, so it will be good for a couple more runs with this filter before I need to change it. I'm gonna be venting this grow tent directly outside, and then I need to mount the AC Infinity control panel. and I also have to install some fans for air circulation. But after all that, it's time to open up the new grow light for this 4x4 grow tent. Now, full disclaimer, Spider Farmer did send me the grow tent, and of course they also sent me a grow light for free. But they are not paying me to make this video and have a whole 0% of say in how I make or what I say in my videos. And that goes for any company that you see featured on this channel. I have the Amazon links to these items with coupon codes in the description, so when someone is interested, they can get a discount on their order and save some money, and I get a kickback. It's one of the few ways we can earn some revenue because YouTube doesn't monetize channels like mine. So this is the Spider Farmer SF4000. The LED technology being used is the Samsung diodes, and those chips are being powered by two Meanwell drivers. Full blast, this LED is pushing 456 watts at the high efficiency of 2.7 micromoles per joule. I want to dim this LED down before I install it in the tent. So, this cheap wattage meter off Amazon will come in handy. The adjustment screws for the watts on this LED is behind the Meanwell drivers. Of course, because the drivers need to be unscrewed, dimming the light is less desirable. I believe the newest models come with dimmable knobs, however, this one must have been one of their older ones. So this LED is now set to around 200 watts, and it's now time to go hang this light fixture. To maximize the height of this grow tent, I'm going to attach the ratchet clips directly to the light and frame of the grow tent. It's a useful tip for those situations where you wish you had a few more inches of space between the light and the canopy. Everything's now installed. From the grow light to the ventilation system, I even have my dehumidifier set up in this room, and I'm anticipating I won't need an AC unit in this setup. My central air should be able to keep the grow in check even when the grow light is running full blast at 450 watts. I'm gonna turn the light on and go downstairs to prepare the growing medium and nutrients for this brand new autoflower run. Now for my growing medium, I'm gonna open a bag of Gaia Green's living soil, and I'm not done there. I'm gonna build this living soil up with rich organic nutrients and slow release fertilizers, all from Gaia Green Organics. This will be the perfect super soil concoction that will take care of the plant's needs just by watering. And I start by adding in 25% of African night crawler worm castings to the growing medium. And since I'm growing autoflowers, which will be flowering automatically in who knows how long, I'm gonna add in both the 444 all-purpose and the 2A4 bloom blends of slow release fertilizer from Gaia Green. This is gonna last the autoflowers a few weeks before needing to introduce more food. It's now as simple as watering the plants when they feel dry. This super soil is all mixed up, so I'm gonna fill up some 5-gallon fabric pots and head upstairs to plant and germinate the autoflower seeds. I have some new strains to try out, Auto Ultimate and Auto Cinderella Jack. The Cinderella Jack is a Cinderella 99 crossed with a Jack Herer or a Jack Herrera. Now on Dutch Passion's website, they claim to have had some buds test as high as 26% THC, and if that wasn't sweet enough, it comes with a heavy yielding harvest, and same goes for this Auto Ultimate. From the pictures I've seen, these should be decent sized plants, and more importantly, produce some good THC.
I got wasted off a dry land. Somebody tell me what the hell is going on. Then it hit me like an anvil. I must have known you would do this right from the start. In a treasure, a displeasure. I was too blind to see where to thrill apart. I got wasted.
I'm going to adjust the LED's distance for the germination process. I'm thinking in between 2.5 and 3 feet is a good start. Before I jump into a time lapse of the auto seeds germinating, I wanted to try a new trick that was told to me by this crazy dude who runs a local hydroponics store near where I live. I cut a bunch of sticky traps down to size and decided to wrap the inside rim of the fabric pots. I'm thinking when he told me this, he meant plastic pots, so that would make me the crazy one, but we'll see if this holds up. Currently, this GrowTens environment is stable at 75 Fahrenheit or 24 Celsius, and the relative humidity is averaging around 50%. Which is perfect for vegging and flowering plants, but not so much for germinating. So, I like to use these domes just to get the seeds germinated. But the second they sprout, I will remove the domes, this way I avoid complications with the seedlings rotting. So, it is day 7, I think. Everything's germinated. I'm a little worried though about this living soil drying out. Now that they're sprouted, I am gonna increase the water. So we got some water pH to 6.2 this time, not, I was going for 6.5, but it ended up at 6.2, and we're still good with that. We're gonna lightly water the topsoil, not too much, just a light watering, and then we're gonna hit the bottom trays with a little water just to make sure there's some moisture on the bottom of the pot just so the roots have some nice moist soil to grow into, because if it gets dry in the middle, well, that's not going to be good for root growth, and that's how you stunt your autos. That's how you do it.
Oh, and one more thing before I leave you guys today. I'm trying a new light schedule for this autoflower run. I'm gonna try 20 hours on and 4 hours off. I'm hoping with the 2 hours of extra light, the plants will grow bigger. I don't know, what are your thoughts? Thanks for watching episode 1 of How to Grow Weed Easy Autoflowers Edition. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss a video. Finally, I want to give a massive shout out to the people that make this channel possible, my patrons. Thank you so much for the incredible support in doing what I love. It means the world. Thanks for growing with me, and I'll talk to you in the comments.